Hello, my name is Lucas. I'm going to be interviewing my mom from Spain. Spain is a country in Europe. It has 46 million people. This is the flag of Spain. Can you describe the place where you grew up?
I grew up in the northern part of Spain. It's called Galicia. It's right above Portugal, and it has a lot of mountains. It's very green, and there are 4 seasons, just like here. And right now it's starting to get a bit colder because fall is getting close. While here is still hot, there is already starting to get a bit colder, and yeah, it's very beautiful.
What has happening in Spain during that time?
Well, when I was born, it's actually the beginning of a democracy in Spain, because before that, there was a dictator. His name was Franco. He was a friend of Hitler, and he was whatever he said, everybody did, and there was no elections or anything. So in 1979, when I was born, it was the first time that there was an election and a constitution was voted for in Spain, and there was democracy. So it was quite an exciting time of change.
Which car did your parents have?
Well, my parents had many cars, but when I was little, the first one I can remember was called a 600, which translates to 600, and it was a Seat Ram, which is a Spanish brand, and it was very, very tiny, and I remember packing it up a lot before our vacation. And yeah, I have good memories in that car, but yeah, it was a super tiny car, and it was white.
Did you drive everywhere or did you walk?
Well, we walked everywhere. So driving was only like when we went in the city, maybe for special occasion or to go shopping, or maybe when we go on vacation. But every day we just we would walk to do the groceries, we walked to visit friends and family, we walked to go to school, like every day we just walk to school and back. So definitely way more walking than here, like we just walk everywhere.
What did you eat?
Well, in Spain, the big thing is we eat a lot around the seasons, so depending on what is available each season, we eat that because that's what is in the stores, it's very fresh, and then a lot of really like a Mediterranean type of eating where we ate like rice and veggies, meats, eggs, dairy, like a lot of things, but really there's not growing up I don't remember a lot of processed foods or anything. It was all that we had like from the farm or from the stores. It was all kind of just homemade, and a lot of homemade cooking. Like meals in Spain are very, very important, so we always get together and the whole family eats a homemade meal every day.
What was your favorite food growing up?
So many, but just to keep it short, I think my favorite food memories are always in my grandparents' farm. They had like so many yummy things there, and I remember like fresh bread, and my grandma would actually make and bake there. And when it came out of the oven, and it was like really, really warm, and we would put like real butter on it, and just a simple thing was so, so good. And fresh eggs, the eggs from the chickens there, they were like really, really delicious because they were like so orange and just yummy. And then my mama's paella, which is a dish typical from Spain, made with rice and seafood and vegetables. And my mom is a really, really good one. And my other grandma's tortilla de patata, which is a very simple dish just made with eggs and potatoes and onions. And my grandma made the very best one, and I've never had one like that, so a lot of good memories of that tortilla patata that my grandma made.
This is the bread that my great-grandma baked. My mom loves tortilla. Paella is a traditional Spanish food. Did you have any family traditions?
Yeah, growing up in Spain, family is pretty much everything. We get together every weekend and we will have a big meal where all the family will get together and we share stories and we will just get caught up with what's happening with everybody. So every weekend is like family. There was one family day where there was a big meal where the family gets together. And then Christmas was big in Spain because it's a Christian country, so it was a big holiday. So was Easter. Easter, we have the whole Easter week in Spain. It's a holiday. Nobody goes to school, and every day we are having celebrations like for Easter. So it's a big one, and I have a lot of memories from that time. And then we also have November 1st is the Dia de Todos los Santos, which is the Day of the Dead, and it's a day where we get together as a family, we go to church, and then we have a meal, and then we share stories about our loved ones and how wonderful they are, and things that make us remember them in a very positive way, just sharing stories so that the memory stays alive. So those are some traditions.
Did your mom sing to you?
She did. My mom is a teacher, a kindergarten teacher, so she knew a lot of songs, so I was very lucky. Some of my favorites are those traditional songs, and the one that she would sing when I was not feeling well, which is A mi burro le duele la cabeza, and it's talking about this little donkey not feeling good. It's a very traditional Spanish song. And then she would also sing me, how do you call those songs when you go to sleep? Lullabies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Lullabies.
She would sing me lullabies like Arron mi niño, that was one of my favorite ones. Yeah, so a lot of singing.
What was your favorite book growing up?
So many. I remember my mom telling me a lot of stories and reading me a lot of books. I would have to say, if I have to choose one, they would be the poems of Gloria Fuertes. Gloria Fuertes was an author that had these poems that were kind of tailored for children, and I always found them very beautiful and very interesting. So,
What did you play with your friends?
growing up, I remember playing outside a lot. I was an only child, so I didn't have siblings in the house. So I remember being out all the afternoon after I did my homework and had my little snack, and we would play pilla pilla, escondite inglés. Pilla pilla is like tag, escondite is like hide and seek, and then la cuerda, which is jump rope. And we did a lot of those things. Then we also play sports. I was big into soccer, so in Spain soccer is very important, so we play a lot of soccer. And just a lot of spending time with friends, playing a lot of traditional games. Oh, we also play canicas. You know what canicas are? It's
Marbles.
little marbles. Yes, we play marbles too. So yeah, that was fun times.
What was your favorite memories growing up?
So many, but I think if I had to narrow it down, it would definitely be the memories of my grandparents' farm. So I just love being there with them and spending time with them, sharing stories, being outdoors. Like I love just being with the animals, the dogs, walking around. It's just such a beautiful place. So I just love being there with my grandparents, my cousins. We would get together and just go on adventures, and then we would help my grandparents with the cows and with the chickens, pick up the eggs, feed the pigs. So it was like awesome memories. And then also going to the beach every summer with my parents, because my mom and my dad are both teachers, so they had a lot of vacation time in the summer. So we would just take our camping stuff and just go camping to many wonderful places and just being in the ocean and meeting new friends for the summer, and I just love the sand and the ocean and just the idea of being with my parents in a beautiful place in the summer. So, and then also school. I have good memories of school with good childhood friends and just the amazing teachers I also had, and just the fun and joy of being in school. So those are also good times. So yeah.
Thank you for letting me interview you, Mom.
It was a pleasure, Lucas. Yep. Thank you for allowing me to share about my beloved country of Spain and my culture. I hope you enjoyed and you learned something new. And remember that no matter how our traditions might differ and our customs will be a little bit different, in the end we all laugh and love in the same language. So be kind to one another and respect everybody. Thank you.
Gracias, mamá.